So I recorded everything that Taylor Swift said about a song for this whole premiere. Sometimes she just like went right into a song without saying anything. But if she talked about a song, it's in this video right here. It's going to be kind of long. But if you missed it, here it is.
The Tortured Poets Department. Hey, it's Taylor Swift playing my new album, The Tortured Poets Department, from beginning to end, all the way through, from track 1 to track 16 on iHeart. Fortnight is a song that I think really exhibits a lot of the common themes that run throughout this album, one of which being fatalism, longing, pining away, lost dreams. You know, I think that it's a very fatalistic album in that there are lots of very dramatic lines about, you know, life or death, and I love you, it's ruining my life. Like, these are very hyperbolic, dramatic things to say, but it's that kind of album. It's about a, you know, dramatic, artistic, tragic kind of take on love and loss. And Fortnight, I've always imagined that it took place in this like American town where the American dream you thought would happen to you didn't, right? You ended up not with the person that you loved, and now you have to just live with that every day, wondering what would have been, maybe seeing them out, and that's a pretty tragic concept, really. So I was just writing from that perspective. This is the iHeartRadio album premiere of Taylor Swift's The Tortured Poets Department. Here's the first track. This is Fortnight featuring Post Malone. I was supposed to be sent away, but hey. My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys is a song I wrote alone, and it's a metaphor of, you know, from the perspective of a child's toy, being somebody's favorite toy until they break you and then don't want to play with you anymore, which is, you know, how a lot of us are in relationships where we are so valued by a person in the beginning, and then all of a sudden they break us, or they you know, devalue us in their mind, and we're still clinging on to no, you should have seen them the first time they saw me, they'll come back to that, they'll get back to that. So it's kind of like a song about denial, really, so that you can live in this world where there's still hope for a toxic, broken relationship. This is the iHeartRadio album premiere of Taylor Swift's The Tortured Poets Department. Here's track 3. This is My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys. Oh, here we go again. So a lot of the songs on The Tortured Poets Department deal with the idea of heartbreak or loss in a metaphor of something else. The metaphor in Down Bad is that I was comparing sort of the idea of being, you know, like love bombed, where someone like, you know, rocks your world and dazzles you and then just kind of abandons you, as a alien abduction where you were abducted by aliens, but you wanted, like, this girl was abducted by aliens, but she wanted to stay with them. And then when they like drop her off back in her hometown, she's like, wait, no, where are you going? What? I liked it there. It was weird, but it was cool. Come back. And so she's just like, the girl in the character in the song has just felt like, I've just been exposed to a whole different galaxy and universe I didn't know was possible. How can you just put me back where I was before? The iHeartRadio album premiere of Taylor Swift's The Tortured Poets Department. Here's track 4. This is Down Bad on iHeartRadio. Did you really beat me up? Florida is a song that I wrote with Florence and the Machine, and I think I was coming up with this idea of like, what happens when your life doesn't fit, or your choices you've made catch up to you, and there's just, you're surrounded by these harsh consequences and judgment, and circumstances did not lead you to where you thought you would be, and you just want to escape from everything you've ever known. Is there a place you could go? I'm always watching like Dateline. People, you know, have these crimes that they commit. Where do they immediately skip town and go to? That they go to Florida. You know, they like try to reinvent themselves, have a new identity, blend in. And I think when you go through a heartbreak, there's a part of you that thinks, I want a new name. I want a new life. I don't want anyone to know where I've been or know me at all. And so that was kind of that was the jumping off point behind where would you go to reinvent yourself and blend in? Florida. the iHeartRadio album premiere of Taylor Swift's The Tortured Poets Department. Here's track 8. This is Florida featuring Florence and the Machine on iHeartRadio. You can beat the heat if you beat the charges too. Here's the final track. This is Clara Bow.